Okay, hello everybody. We are Group 7 and we are pleased to present you Netflix. I'm sure everyone knows what Netflix is, and I would say that 99% of you have used or use it on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. We are Inés Elósegui, Marcel Bonardel, Blanca Gómez, Emilia Garretano, Blanca Bravo, and myself, José Álvarez. Thank you.
First, we are going to introduce a little bit the history and evolution of Netflix. Not everybody knows where it started. I myself, when I was investigating a little bit, was surprised to find their early times because I didn't know how they had it started. Then Emmy will explain a little bit, will prove the success history by numbers, showing you some statistics that are pretty impressive. And then we'll talk about the main success factors that had made Netflix what it is today. And lastly, the digital business benefits that Netflix has found with their strategy. Okay, very briefly, the company started in 1997 and it was a blockbuster kind of system. So the idea was to have DVDs sent to people's houses. It started off differently already. Also, 2 years later, it started a subscription fee, which helped the company's growth. But then in 2007 is when the first big change came in. They started streaming the video, which means Netflix turned into what we know today as VOD, and it became hugely known. Everybody in America was using it, and it became very famous and successful. The second big change that made Netflix grow exponentially was in 2012 and 2013 when it started delivering its own content. And I'm sure you all know House of Cards, which was their actual first show. It was known everywhere, and it allowed them to grow in a lot of countries. It made a huge international expansion. And it reached our country in 2015, where we already knew what the platform was. Everyone was expecting Netflix to be launched here and to benefit from it and from its content. And from that moment until today, it hasn't stopped growing. It hasn't stopped delivering new content produced by them. So with so many competitors that we know, HBO, Apple TV, all those, and with so much content that they have created, what is next to do? What should Netflix do to make us keep choosing them? Well, first of all, they plan to produce only Netflix content and offer only Netflix content, so they have to create more shows and films, of course, and retire and take away older titles. But also they might include virtual and augmented reality in order to improve the customer experience, what Netflix is about and what its strategy is about. And now Amy will talk about this success history in the numbers.
Okay, so as Blanca said, this part is about numbers, about data. So Netflix has grown a lot since it introduces streaming in 2007. Here in this graph, we can see the evolution of Netflix subscribers and revenue. So subscribers have not stopped growing since it started, reaching 168 million, and are expected to continue to increase. When it comes to the revenue, the numbers are so high, as we can see there, reaching $20.17 billion. This was thanks to the implantation of Netflix in different countries and the greater content offer. So despite this fast growth, it is expected to slow down in the coming years because of the emergence of strong competitors such as Amazon Prime Video or HBO. And this is the next part, the subscribe video on demand market share. As we can see, Netflix has just under half the market share of the entire sector, while the other half is divided between Amazon Prime Video, Disney+, Hulu, and HBO. Sorry. Okay, so why is Netflix so big? Well, mainly because of three important reasons. The first one is that Netflix has more than 5,000 titles divided between TV series, movies, and documentaries. Secondly, the company offers more than 1,350 original productions. And finally, its presence in the world. Netflix is present in 190 countries, which is impressive.
Well, and now we're going to explain the 4 key success factors that make Netflix can be a successful and competitive firm. So we start with speed value. Netflix is a platform available 24 hours a day that you can access instantly without any impediment. It's important to emphasize that Netflix offers a continuously innovative service. So since the contribution of new updated content is relatively fast, and also as online service allows access from different parts of the world, so it has contributed to its unstable expansion and now is present over 190 countries. In addition, it should be noted the further development of mobile device from which viewers can access stream content, and also the widespread adoption of multiple platforms such as laptops, tablets, and large screen smartphones. In relation to autonomy's value, to overcome competition and to provide unique content to customers, has since decided to pursue exclusive licensing agreements and partnerships to develop original content in order to stop depending on other producers and to create links with local audience and to attract media attention. And in this way, for now, Netflix is looking towards further reducing its dependence on external content provided by Soul creating its own content, and that move was called abroad as human experience.
Well, the third value is impact, and Netflix has been able to impact in 2 main ways. The first one is that it revolutionized the movie/series industry, and it did it by creating its own content that is not shown in movie theaters. It's only shown in the Netflix service, and those movies and series have been able to win awards that, and they're not shown in the movie theater, so that's a way to revolutionize. And also in 2019, in the USA, 18.4 million households canceled their cable services because of the streaming services. And the second thing is that Netflix achieved a very high value of brand awareness, and this is shown for example, it's common to listen to someone say, "I'm going to go watch Netflix," instead of "I'm going to go watch a movie." So that's a very high level of brand awareness. And the fourth value is openness, and Netflix really shines in the human resources in this value, and this is because it puts results over work time. So it has this policy that as long as the employees are getting to the results they're expected, they are able to choose how much vacation they get. And also in the industry that Netflix is, they have a very good salaries and a good environment. And these policies have been so good that companies in Silicon Valley have been adopting these human resources policies.
Okay, very quickly because we don't have time. I'm going to talk about its philosophy. We've seen with Blanca and Marcel that the 4 values are clearly implemented and they created a great impact and success for Netflix. But apart from them, Netflix has a very clear and defined policy. The customer is the most important thing for them. They say they are customer obsessed, no? And that's its shown because they don't want you to open your laptop or your mobile phone, open the Netflix app, watch a movie, and then close it. No, they want you to leave Netflix, for it to be an experience for you. That's very important for them. And they want to get the maximum customer satisfaction as possible. That's fundamental. How do they do it? Well, first of all, they make you use the app very easy. It's user-friendly. The interface, the design, it's very intuitive, it's very clean and organized, and well, I think we can all relate. Also, you can make your profile personalized for you, with the things you like, the colors you like, the subtitles, the language, etc. But they also have algorithms they make that for you. They want to predict what you're going to watch, what you are going to want to watch next, and that's very innovative and useful for us. And the last thing is applied psychology. That's a very interesting thing. They use psychology, like the cocktail effect, for example, to make you be more comfortable using Netflix app. And well, with all this, you get high customer satisfaction.
Okay, so for summarize in a quickly way, Netflix success in this great manner because two main bases, one digitalization and the other innovation. So digitalization. Netflix is a digital company that sells digital products. So it's carries and numbers a huge number of advantages. For example, because it's mostly intangible, it's have to do with low investment. So it in order to, it goes to low cost. It's worldwide. It's meant to be geographically worldwide. And the most important thing is innovative in analytics and big data, because this information he managed to be constantly adapting through strategies for customers. And innovative company is constantly innovating, not only linking the direct link to the customer, also in all the fields of the company. For example, human resources, their philosophy is employees are happy, customers are happy, and the company succeeds. Also in marketing software, so this, for example, carries out like it's for example in the Forbes list to be the 50 most innovative company in the world, and also in the Boston Consulting Group to be in the rank of the most innovative companies of the most 15 innovative companies. So thank you for your presentation. Thank you for listening for our presentation. So if you have any questions.
No.